Everything is clickbaited, dog. Bro, let me show you what a clickbait. The clickbait, bro. Right here? Bro. I've been waiting for this game for a long time, by the way. And I don't know when I'm ever going to get this game. But I can tell you from a person who followed this game for about 5 years that this is not Devil May Cry. This is a clickbait. I don't understand how clickbait definition has changed. Like, what is the term of clickbaiting? This is clickbaiting. Look at this. Yo, what's going on, guys? Look, so today we're going to go ahead and talk about a take that I feel like it's a very, very good thing to talk about, but obviously a lot of people took it different. And let's ask you guys, do you guys feel like this take was really wrong? Or do you guys feel like it actually made some sense? You know, it was probably worded a bit rough, but before we jump into it, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and let me know how you guys feel about this video. And let's jump into it right now. I got an FGC outtake here before I log off. If you're a top player without any skills outside of the game, you have no real monetary value, don't deserve a sponsorship. So my take on this is like, there's a small percentage of players that I feel like that don't have to do content creation. They don't have to do anything particular. They could just win everything, and that's enough for them to have a huge value. Obviously, that percentage is very small. Sonic Fox is a prime example. Like, if Sonic Fox didn't have to do it YouTube, they didn't have to do it at all. But they did it because they obviously know, like, hey, it's just way more. But if they decided, like, no, I don't feel like doing all this, they don't have to do it because they win everything. They chilling off that alone. Adorama right now don't have to do any content creation as well. He literally could just play if Street Fighter 5 was literally the thing for like the next 3 years, he's good. He don't have to do it. He can just play. He can literally play Street Fighter 5 and play Guitar Hero. Yeah, I think the wording was really bad because don't deserve is a bit word. You don't have no real monetary value and don't deserve. It's like, whoa, I think that's a bit harsh, you know? I don't think content creation is your only marketable thing though. Helping as a TL organization, other community events is really important. Promote communities and make sponsor brands look good. Yeah, underwear, I agree with that. I 1000% agree with that. But you know what's really hard? It's really hard to work with some of the big event organizers right now. It's because they kind of got their own thing going on, and I'm sure they want to keep what their thing is going and working right now rather than trying to do anything different, because obviously when you do something different, there's a cost for it. It's one of those things. It's like, oh, we got it under control, we're doing it, it's working, everybody's happy, so why should we change it, type of thing, right? That's kind of like what it is right now for some events. I wouldn't say all big events, but I would say majority of some of the events that it's very hard to kind of like do stuff like that. Think about it from a business standpoint. If it's doing well, I mean, what else do we need? What has been happening, and this is another example that I think that should be a thing, and I hope that this is actually a thing from the future on. But do you remember the thing that we did for example, when we were at Canada Cup? You know, Canada Cup had all of the big names streams on the event. And I think that should be the new standard from here on out. The problem is, and this is another issue that is really, really, really bad, is when somebody is running an event, no one knows the streams. Where's the tournament? Like, where's the thing? Where's this? Where's that? You can never find it. And then start GG, select GG, whatever you want to call that. Bro, that's hard. It don't even tell you the information. So what I think they should be doing, they should use the players that are going out there streams as like the co-streams and things like that, because people already know about these players. So it's only going to bring exposure to it. And then that also brings sponsorships for them. So my thing is why is this not a thing? And I can explain to you a couple of things that may not be a thing. One, they haven't really talked about and working with the players. And also, again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So they also are already working with what they have, and it's probably successful, which is true. But at the same time, it could be bigger. But I just think that a lot of people don't want to extend to that and do stuff like that. Because another problem that we have is everybody has this same term as this person, right? And this is what is also really hard to talk about. But I'm not afraid to talk about that because I know where I stand, and I'm not disappointed of where I stand because I know that I'm not complacent, and I know I'm going to get to wherever I want to get, whatever I want. So I'm going to go ahead and say it. You know, we ain't Maximilian. Maximilian is ridiculous. So clearly there are tiers of people, and we all know the biggest motherfucker on the block that did fighting games and basically got it to the point we could all do this as well is Max. Let's be real. Hate it or love it. It's Max. Simple as that. He started the Christmas tree. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he's weird or not. That's not the point. You're missing the whole point. The point is he did it. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter what it is. Whatever you want to call it. He did it. You gotta hold it. Yeah, he's been doing all this shit by himself. Now he got editors. He caking. Hate it or love it. Gotta respect it. That's the thing. Hate it or love it, you gotta respect it. Yeah, Sesame was OD. I fucked with that shit. That shit was goated. Love that shit. But you can't sit there and disrespect the hustle. My man did it. My man did everything. Literally brought all of this. Literally, the reason why you guys have Rollback is because he started it. He was one of the people that actually was one of the original that started it. Spooky was another one with the Arcana Heart back in the day. So people actually listen to Max. So give him credit. There's tiers of everything, right? So let me get back to exactly where I'm going to get started from, where I'm going to start from. So there are tiers of what influencers and content creators are. So the problem is when you start doing that, you start working within the scene, it's like everybody is the same thing. But obviously, granted, people are going to be like, well, we're looking for this type of tier. And then that creates a problem because every time you set a boundary for a lot of things, a lot of people start feeling some type of way. And that's the kind of problem that I feel like people don't want to deal with. The biggest tier that is like an American fighting game that is just like on the tier of their own, but they're on the same tier, Sonic Fox, Justin Wong. The two big, right? The two big guys that literally why we have parries is because of Justin getting parried. Imagine the most famous one is getting bodied though. Hey bro, but you know what's crazy? It's like if we could go back in time and fix that and he doesn't get parried, do you think fighting games would actually be as popular what it is now? You gotta ask yourself that. So Justin actually took a hit for us. We actually gotta, let's go Justin. I think you got to look at creators and player creators in different categories. Yes and no. I agree that you do have to look at creators and then player creators in different categories. I do to a certain degree, but at a grand scheme of things, I feel like a little bit is still the same, just a little bit. It's apple and oranges, but it's a fruit at the end of the day. I do agree with some of that you do. There's certain aspects that you have to, yeah. Because we're not, like, for example, we're not going to sit there and compare like Final Fantasy content with like Street Fighter, right? It still has a lot of similarities in certain aspects, but obviously the more variety you are, the more difference that you are from player creators, right? That's when the difference is right there. But when it's in the same category, it's still similar. I personally think if we would get people who literally have so much strong, helpful opinions for community effort things, do things that let the dev listen, why not have those events on their stream? I'm just saying, it's a win-win for everybody. We get more viewers, more opportunities, hell, work a deal with them. But I think another thing is also is going to be a problem too that not a lot of event organizers have, but willing to work with is this. You gotta cough that up because it is going to cost. But then the problem is when you set one standard for one cost, then a lot of people below, which is just all the people above those guys, are going to have different rates that they feel is valued. And it becomes an issue because now you're giving out more and you might not be able to get in that return back. Various like that. So I think that's a big issue as well, personally. That's like saying LeBron got to do more to be good. No. So I think it is aggressively correct too. The reason of it was good, but the wording was rough. It's because you're basically saying like you have no real value and don't deserve. I think you don't deserve it is good. But to say that you don't have no real monetary value is a bit rough. Because at the end of the day, you don't deserve it. No one deserves anything. But generally, I don't think it's wrong. But I do think the wording is like harsh. But I don't think it's wrong. Yeah, deserve is a weird way to put it, I would say. I think deserve is like, I think saying something like you can't expect to have real monetary value and deserve. I think that's a better wording. You can't expect. You definitely got to expand outside of the field. But you know what's crazy? I want to say that most people who are expanding outside of the field get the most hate out of everything. And we can start from what we was talking about, the beginning of the tree. That person got the hate. Sonic got the hate, being themselves. Justin got hate. Sherry's going around giving people visas and stuff like that, helping people out. She gets hate. Every time somebody expands out to bring more into this event, I mean, not into this event, but this community effort, gets hate. It's always going to be that way. I mean, obviously, if you're getting hate, it means you're doing something right. But I mean, you got to understand, it's like the community at itself, at its core, is not really big. It's getting big, but the core is still the same size. So like, when you get all of that hate and such, it's like, damn. Yeah, growth is often found in the discomfort, and people don't like it when you make them uncomfortable by challenging the norm. Yeah, dude, it's so crazy. When I'll give you a story. Like, when I first was starting this, I had like, a cool group of people that always came and like real chill, really was vibing with them. Real good people, man. Like, it was super cool just hanging out with them and stuff like that. And then, obviously a lot of momentum been going and I just been doing work. And then, what's crazy is I see things like, man, I can't recognize this person anymore. Like, now I just think that he's just so clickbaity. And I'm like, what? He's so fake, I can't tell if he's real or not. I'm like, what? Damn. And these are people that I used to talk to all the time. And you know what happened? Then people I started hanging out with started acting different. And I was like, damn. So yeah, it happens to everybody. Panda compilations do be clickbaity though. But you know what's crazy? This tweet was a clickbait. Because look what happened now. Everybody gets baited by words that want you to be interested, like to use words that they're interested in, that is interesting, that people go by. So everything is clickbaited, dog. Bro, let me show you what a clickbait is. The clickbait, bro. Right here? Bro. Bro. This is a clickbait. I've been waiting for this game for a long time, by the way. And I don't know when I'm ever going to get this game. But I can tell you from a person who follows this game for about 5 years that this is not Devil May Cry. Yeah, this is also aside. Yeah. Bro, I'm so excited for this game, but the point of the matter is, look at the title, bro. This is a clickbait. I don't understand how clickbait definition has changed. Like, what is the term of clickbaiting? This is clickbaiting. Look at this. I don't understand how a video having gameplay and things that are happening in the game in the video, but using buzzwords that are actually happening is clickbaiting. I don't get it. But I guess so. I guess clickbaiting has changed now, right? The era of clickbait has changed. Clearly, because we was playing KOF 13 and we was like, yo, these trials are hard, was so clickbaity. I guess trials are so easy. I will say this now, though, that we are officially the lowest tier of esports, if that makes sense. We're no longer niche. We're just low tier now. Yeah, we out the basement. We are now in the sidewalk.